Morning everyone, it's the 16th of December and the holiday season is upon us, and I'm out and I'm currently on the Goulburn Valley Highway, and what we are doing is we are headed to the Gold Coast for a family holiday, and we are going to be in the Gold Coast from, hopefully we should arrive tomorrow and we should be there till the 24th, and then after the 24th we make our way down to Sydney, and from Sydney back to Melbourne. So today what I intend to share with you is our journey to Gold Coast. We're driving down, it's a long drive, all in all it's about 16 hours of driving, 16 to 18 hours of driving depending on the road that you take. And what we are doing is we are going to break the journey into 2 days. So the first leg of the journey will be from Melbourne to Tamworth. We spend the night in Tamworth, and then tomorrow we leave from Tamworth and head towards Gold Coast. Many people have spoken about the Newell Highway, and so today I want to try to get on the Newell Highway and use that as our main route towards Tamworth. So 11-hour journey based on what Google Map tells me, so I got 11 more hours to go driving. We're going to get on the A39. Basically we're going to drive on the Goulburn Valley Highway towards Shepparton, cut out via Cobram, and then we'll head on the A39 and work our way up towards West Wyalong. From West Wyalong we'll head to Parks, and Parks towards Dubbo, Dubbo towards Kula, and then from Kula towards Tamworth, which is our stop for today. So on the way we're going to stop at some major attractions. So I know that there is on Parks is where you would find, if I'm not mistaken, the big satellite dish and stuff. So we're going to try to do that. So I've got my drone with me, I've got all my camera gears with me, and the idea is to hopefully fly the drone, and as we reach each town and give you a glimpse of what the town looks like from the drone's angle. And then hopefully if you plan to drive from Melbourne towards the Gold Coast, maybe this journey would be helpful for you. So if you're up for it and this is what you want to experience, so then grab a cup of coffee and stay with us, enjoy the journey with us, and hopefully you find this helpful. Cheers. Finally on the Newell Highway. Just got into New South Wales from Victoria. So we just passed Tocumwal and Finley, so two small towns. No traffic today. It's been a good drive so far. The boys have woken up and they are pretty rigged up with their tabs. So it looks like they're going to be busy. And here, just a glimpse of the road. 2-lane, 110 speed limit. So far so good. Okay, we've been on the road for about 3 hours now, and we are now in this small township called Jerilderie. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. And I'm currently in Luke's, is what it says here is Luke's Park, which is a children's playground, and it's known for this windmill there. I'm going to turn the camera over. So it's known for this windmill. It's called the Steel Wings windmill that was built in the 1900s, and this is it spans 50 feet tall and 25 feet in diameter, and is only one of two of its kind in the world. So this is quite interesting, and it's actually a very beautiful place here. It's just by the lake. And down there, just down there, there is also a tank, like one of those army tanks that you can see on the side as well. So it's beautiful weather, as you can see. And that's the whole idea of driving through the Newell Highway. You get to see lots of stuff. And thanks to one of my colleagues, she actually printed me out this guide that I've been using. It's the Newell Highway Visitors Guide, and there's lots of information in there which I've been sort of looking at and deciding what I want to do in terms of where we want to stop and so on. I'm going to put a drone up to give you a good view of this area. Hello, so we are in Narrandera at the moment, and this is the Narrandera Visitor Information Center. And one of the popular things in Narrandera is you can go to the koala reserve, and there's koala spottings here that you can go and have a look at in the town. And the other thing is this huge, one of the largest, is it the largest guitar on display? Yeah, so largest guitar on display, which is pretty awesome actually. Yeah, so we just done that, and now we're going to have some chai, and I'll give you a glimpse over the Visitor Information Center. So yeah, it's got a good toilet, so if you were looking for a toilet, you want to come here. This is the best toilets you can find. The toilets on the Newell Highway is not the best. So one of the other things that we are doing as well, the boys have got this Australian Adventure Passport, which it's essentially, you buy this from any visitor information centre. You can put in photos and stuff. So the boys have got their first ever stamp, which is Narrendera stamp. So what happens is, it's a good idea because if you've got kids, take them around, and whenever you reach the visitor information centre, get a stamp there. And this is something that will be really, really useful for them. So definitely get one of these. And now you can see the boys checking out the guitar. Time for a cup of tea. Got my fire maple system here going, which we reviewed in the last video. And chai is boiling. Gonna add some sugar, some milk, and we should be good to go. It's almost ready, guys. It's almost ready. Nothing like a hot cup of chai. And there you go, it's done. Chai is done, good to go. And cha is ready, and we are having cha. Wifey is having, what are you having?
Shortbread biscuit.
Shortbread biscuit. And these boys, attention Masarji, they are not drinking cha.
Shut up! Shut up!
Boys are also having a bit of tea, and yeah, worked out pretty well. How does the tea taste?
Nice, very good.
Good.
Yeah.
How does the tea taste, boys?
Very good.
Good tea? Like it? Excellent. And West Wyalong now. Nice looking town, very cowboyish looking town. So we're not going to stop here, we're just driving past on the Newell Highway, headed towards Forbes and Parks. But I thought I'd just show you a glimpse of what this town looked like. Alright, back on the road. Okay, so we made it to Parks. So now we are in the Visitor Information Center. So the boys are just going to go and get the stamp for Parks, and then we're going to head over to the telescopes because that's about 20 kilometers out of the city. And we're hoping to get to the telescope and then get a view of the telescope and possibly put up the drone. But Parks here is a special place. This seems to be you've got museums here, you've got rock and roll. So Elvis is big here. So in January they have a Elvis festival in January every year. And then they've got a car museum, a history museum, lots of missionaries and machineries and stuff that they also have here. Giving, because the town is an agricultural town, and so they've got a lot of the older stuff that you can find here as well. So definitely a nicer looking town, a bigger town as well. Lots of food options and so on. But the highlight here is some of the old buildings, like this one at the back of me. The building is pretty old. Nice looking buildings. It's next to the visitor center. So yeah, let's go have a look in the visitor center and then head off to the telescopes, and then we can make our way up to Pembroke. Just barely made it into the visitor information center. They were actually closing up, but the staff working here was kind enough to let us in and use the toilet and also give us a quick tour. And I just found out that this building here at the back of me that looked like an old building is actually a replica. It's a replica of the Moat cottage. The Australian statesman and father of Federation, Sir Henry Park, was born. So that's how, hence the name of the town, Park. So again, I also found out a little bit on why Elvis is so big here. Apparently there were a few people that were real big time Elvis fans, and they are almost in their 90s now, but they are the ones that sort of started the whole Elvis festival in Park. So the story behind it is actually because this is a harvesting, they harvest normally in December. And what they plant here is barley, oat, wheat and so on, and they harvest in December, and in January they would all have a holiday and go towards the coast. So January was pretty quiet. So these people that were the fans of Elvis, they said, oh, we'll have an Elvis festival in January because the town is so quiet, and that way we can attract people into the town. And they've been doing so for 32 years. So they've had 31 festivals. So every January is the Elvis festival. They've had 31 festivals over 32 years, and the reason why the numbers don't add up is because they lost a year during COVID. So nevertheless, the Elvis exhibition is in the exhibitions in the Visitor Information Center. So if you're here earlier, you could possibly have a look at that as well. So pretty cool. So we made it to the CSIRO Parks Observatory, which is the Australian Telescope National Facility. So I think you can see the telescope there. It is huge. It is really, really huge. So let's go and see what they have there. A bit of history. Pretty cool what they have here. Alright, the grand reveal of it. Look at the size of the thing. There are about one huge one here, and then there's another smaller baby one at the back. It's actually pretty cool what they have here. I'm so glad we made it on time to actually do this and see this. You know, it's really great to be able to do this. Definitely worth the visit if you guys are around here. We are done with parks and we are done with the dish. The dish was actually quite spectacular. The information center was very informative. There's a lot of things in there for children to learn. It's very informative. They've got like exhibitions in there. They've got like a little cinema as well where they have like a show and stuff regarding what the dish actually does. So basically, from what I understand, there is image astronomy and there's wave astronomy. So this is basically wave astronomy where they are actually gathering sound waves that are transmitted from space, and that actually helps them. So it's a puzzle where you need both image astronomy and wave astronomy together in order to work out what's happening in the universe, which is quite interesting by itself. So the whole, I hope you enjoyed the drone footage. I had to get it from outside of the area where the paddock is, because we are not allowed to fly the drone within the vicinity of where the dish was. And another interesting fact was that dish is actually also the dish that was featured in a movie as well. I saw that DVD was being sold in the information center, but I can't remember what the name is. I'll put up a picture somewhere here and hopefully you'll be able to get that as well. So anyway, wrapping up parks for now, and we'll see you in Dubbo. Cheers. So just getting into Dubbo Township. It's a very big town by the looks of it. Just made a cup of chai and now we are enjoying a cup of tea. It is 6 o'clock, so we are running really late, but it's still bright and sunny, and to be honest, 3 more hours I just needed the caffeine. So tea time now and then we'll head off. So it's a reasonably large town, Dubbo, I think. It is quite impressive. We are actually sitting down in a park at the moment. I'll show you where we are. My wife is currently burning with the sunlight, so she's standing under the shade. The twins have survived so far.
Yeah, we don't
Still
like
surviving?
it outside.
Still surviving. So we are in this beautiful park here. Found a table for us to sit on. There's the car there. Found a table for us to sit and have our chai. Nice place really, next to the aquatic center by the looks of it. Yeah, so good place. And once we're done with tea, we'll hit the road and it'll be direct to Tamworth from there. So please guys, enjoy a cup of chai. Life without chai is dull. Really good stuff. Cheers. Good morning, Internet. I'm doing it the Itchy Boot style. It's the 17th of December, so it's a beautiful Sunday morning, and we are currently in Elman Inn Motel, which is where we stayed for the night. Look, I must say that this motel is really comfortable and really good. They recently done some major renovations around the whole motel, and the rooms have all been freshened up, new paint, new furniture, new bathrooms, toilets, new built-ins and everything, and even the beddings and all was all new, so it was very comfortable, a really good night's sleep. And we needed that. We needed a comfortable place after the long drive yesterday, so we all slept like babies. There's all the amenities you need. And guess what? We only paid $140 a night for the 4 of us in the room. So the room had a double bed, and it also had a single bed. So that was pretty cool. Besides that, yeah, hot water and whatnot. So it was really nice to have all that amenities for that price. And also we got here last night at about 10 o'clock at night, so we were pretty late, and the last leg of the journey was pretty rough really, because it was during the sunset time, and there were almost like 5 occasions where I had to slam my brakes because there was a kangaroo crossing the road. That was pretty bad. And yeah, from Dubbo to Tamworth, the roads were not the best. So definitely be careful. And I suppose it's a lesson learned. But again, you know, we're never going to get here before sunset anyway. So you're always going to be caught in that situation. But that's fine. We got here safe and sound and had a good night's sleep. And now we're going to go and have our breakfast in the motel and then head off to Gold Coast. Alright, we are at the Big Guitar. So this is the one of the main things to look at in Tamworth. Tamworth is also the center of, or the capital for country music. So hence the Big Guitar. So the boys are going to go into the tourist center and get their passport stamped. Let's go. Go. Go.
Let's go, mate.
Mira, go. There we go. Yes, we've been collecting quite a bit of stamps. There we go. One more stamp done. Thank you. Alright, so we managed to get to the lookout. It's the Oxley lookout. And it's absolutely breathtaking, this whole place. Really absolutely love it. You hear all the insects buzzing away, and it's on the top of this hill. Really nice. I'll turn the camera around. You can sort of get what I need to say. So there are really nice huts there for you to sort of sit and have a bit of a picnic. And then you've got this amazing view that will be better explained with the drone, hopefully. So we got on the road and started driving towards on the New England Road, New England Highway, and we passed by this town called Moonbi. And one of the things to look at is this lookout here, which is the Moonbi Park National Lookout, which has been in 1938. So it's surrounded by beautiful mountains and so on. So really beautiful place. I'm just going to walk up out here and have a look at it. So there's this big rock here that you can walk up to, and I think, yeah, I think this is called the bouncing rock or something. Anyway, let's get up here. Bit of a walk up, but very nice. Oh wow. Worth the walk, I can tell you that. Look at that. got to this town called Glen Inns, and this is apparently they got some standing rocks and stuff here, so which is what I suppose the whole Stonehenge thing is all about. So we go check that out. We're at the visitor information center at the moment. We thought we'd get the kids' passport stamps, but it's closed. They close at 1 o'clock, so no luck there. But what we'll do is we'll head for some finger-looking good lunch, KFC as you know it, and get some lunch, and then we'll go and check the standing rocks, they call it here, and see what it's all about. Apparently there's a sword in one of the rocks, like Excalibur or something, which you can pull out. So we're going to head there now for lunch, and then we'll take you to the standing rocks. So join in. Yeah, so Glen Inns is what they say here is that Glen Inns is actually a Celtic country. So by the looks of it, since the early days in 1938, when people moved here from UK, they were all of Celtic origins. So people from Scotland, Isles of Man, Wales, and so on, they moved here and they started off this place, and hence it's got a very strong Celtic presence here. They have mimicked the Stonehenge. Then this I think was done in 1992, and then down there where my boys are, they've also mimicked the Excalibur, which is a sword that is plugged into a huge rock. So it's pretty cool what they have done here, and they do have like bagpipe festivals. They got their own tartan and what. So I totally stumbled upon this place. Like this was not in my plan, and it's really nice that we managed to visit here. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing the name right. It's Glen Inns, maybe INNEES. So or Glen Inns. Pardon my pronunciation, but it is nice. It's a really nice looking park, and they've got everything. And I might just go on to and show you what they've got on the board here as well. So my wife is taking some photographs. But essentially, they've got some history on the stones, and they resemble early Celtic life. There are 38 stones, including a circle of 24 stones representing 24 hours in a day. 3 stones mark the center circle. So this is what it looks like. This is how it's done. I've got real good meanings for everything, so I'm trying to capture all of this, and hopefully it's clear enough for you to read. And that there is the Excalibur. You've got Irish stone, Gorset stone. The whole thing about the standing rocks is mimicking the Celtic cross. So they've done. So this is how the stones are arranged, and that's the actual Celtic cross, which is quite cool. And they've got the Crofers Cottage, which is just right there at the moment. So we might go and take a look at the cottage as well after this. Alright guys, I'm going to put up the drone and give you an aerial view of this place. Alright guys, so we continued our drive. We passed by a town called Drake, and we stopped for some chai, had a bit of a break, stretched, and then continued driving into a town called casino. That was a fairly large town by the looks of it. We didn't stop there, we just carried on driving, and then we passed by Lismore, which interestingly I was down here about 3 weeks ago for work, so it was something familiar in a sense. And then now we are driving towards Ballina, and from Ballina we'll head out to the border of New South Wales and Queensland, and then from there we'll make our way into Surfers Paradise. So by the looks of it, we are towards the final leg of our journey. So we've got about 130 k's to go. GPS says 1 hour 33 minutes, and we should be there about 9 p.m. New South Wales time, a.k.a. Melbourne time as well, but I think that means that we will get to Queensland, like Surfers Paradise, at 8 o'clock Queensland time. So in a way we save an hour because the clock turns back due to different time zones. This is another wonderful thing about Australia, is that you tend to experience this change in time zones and whatnot, which is quite interesting in a way. So yeah, there you go, and I'll touch base with you guys once we get to Surfers Paradise. Cheers. Hello guys, it's Monday today, 18th of December, and we have arrived in Gold Coast. So we got in last night at about 8 o'clock Brisbane time, which is 1 hour behind Melbourne, New South Wales time. So we made it in good time. We were lucky, we got an upgrade to our accommodation as well. That was a bonus, and then we headed off for dinner. So we got a really nice accommodation. We got direct beach view, and we've also got the river view and the city view, all three in one. So I'll show you guys the view later on. But essentially, all in all, we did about close to 1,800 kilometers over 2 days. Driving from Melbourne all the way to Surfers Paradise via Tamworth. We went on the Newell Highway and the New England Highway, which were two great highways that we wanted to explore. So we're really happy with the overall outcome, and it's definitely doable. Look, it is 2 long days, and if you've got the days to spend, and you know, I think it's worth it. Flights can sometimes be cheaper. In this case, for us, it's a bit expensive at the moment because of the holiday season. So in a way, it's good that we explored this, and I always wanted to drive. So this is officially the furthest I've driven in my life. So one achievement, I think, in a way. Yeah, so just I suppose what you need to be careful of is just beware when you're driving. If you're fatigued, make sure you stop, have a break, have a snooze if you need to. Have lots of chais like what we did, coffee, whatever it is that you like to drink to keep you awake. Make sure you have lots and lots of conversation in the car to keep the journey interesting. Make sure your kids are occupied with stuff that they can do, a book, something to watch, games, whatever it is. Make sure you come up with all of that, and more importantly, drive safe and make sure you adhere to the speed limits, because there are cops everywhere, there are cameras everywhere, and if you're coming from Melbourne, we are like Mexicans in New South Wales, so the cops are out to get us anyway, so just be careful a little bit with the road rules. But all in all, definitely worth it. So thank you guys for joining in this adventure, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you've liked the video, please give me a big thumbs up. Do like, do share, do subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.